And last question is on a different issue. Earlier this year, just north of Perth, Dash 8 had a very near miss with a reasonable sized UAV. And I understand ATSB has made comment on that incident. But more broadly, the question I'm interested in is how many incidents are being reported to you through the various reporting mechanisms that you have, whether it's micro or larger UAVs. And secondly, what input, if any, are you having into the current NPRM that CASA has on the streets around looking at new rules for UAV operations?
On the first half of your question, Senator, I think we would have to take that on notice unless someone has the material in front of us. But we're tending to look at all significant events involving UAVs, just because it is one of those growing territories, at least to some establish the facts sort of level. And I would have to consult with my colleague, Senator, to establish what we've been doing with CASA on the specific question of their new rule suite.
Sure. I'm happy to take that on notice, but I'd also like to take on notice whether, with the breakdown of incidents that have occurred, just from what I've seen in the media, the majority appear to be the smaller UAVs that your amateur can buy from a whatever kind of shop. And I'd be interested to know ATSB's position over the concept that anything less than 2 kilograms essentially doesn't present a risk and therefore should be unregulated, and whether in the light of incidents that have occurred, you're comfortable with that approach.
Happy to give you a response on that, Senator.
Can I further add, so where is the public liability in all of that? Is it, I mean, you drive a car, there's compulsory third-party insurance. If you've got a loan, of course, there's property damage. But with an unmanned vehicle, flight vehicle, all right, so I've got a little tiddly toy thing that's only this big, takes off and we have an accident, and as a consequence of the accident someone gets personal injury, who's liable?
It's not a matter that I actually can answer, Senator.
Well, can I tell you, if you don't know the answer to that, then there's a serious flaw in Australian regulation. Because someone's got, I mean, whether it flies into a power line, shorts out, something drops on someone and kills them, whatever it does, or it runs into a Qantas Airlink plane or whatever it does, there's got to be public liability protection, not only for the victim but also for the players. So shouldn't that be something that you should give consideration to?
I don't recall any research or other report that we've done, Senator, that's had us turn our minds to that question.
Well, let me turn your mind to it.
No,
if one of your kids was walking down the street and this thing fell on them and killed them, wouldn't you feel someone should pay the price?
Speaking as an individual, Senator, yes.
Well, then will you come back to the committee or through the secretary or through the department or through the minister and explain to the Australian public and this committee what's their protection from the plethora and growing plethora of unmanned vehicles in the air?
That's probably what we're going to be touching on with CASA around their proposed rulemaking.
Okay, but anyhow, I just thought to me, God, help us, there's a risk here. Okay.
I understand that, Senator.
And now we'll break for a glass of Chardonnay and come back in 15 minutes.